Facebook. I should get that in just a moment. Can everybody see my screen okay? Everybody see it says how to build your beacon business? Yes, yes, thank you, thank you. Yes, we are having training tonight. And I'm excited to have training tonight. I mean, I can have training every night. Matter of fact, we're going to have another training tomorrow night. And if you can't make these trainings, I'll make sure everybody has a link to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Kerry Miller TV. And but I'll make sure everybody has access to that. And I will also make sure you like my Facebook page, Beacon Funnels, facebook.com/Beacon Funnels, and also join our Facebook group. I've really not promoted the group much, but it's 7. I usually do these at 8, and everybody's texting me with other questions about business. So, but we're going to get started here. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to build your beacon business. And there's a few people on tonight that know me and know me very well and have followed me for years and listened to my training for years. And there's one thing you will learn about me very quick. I like keeping things simple. The easier it is, the simpler it is, the better it is for not only me, but everybody else that uses the product. If you make things too difficult, then people aren't going to use it. And if people aren't going to use it, then they're wasting their money. They're throwing money out the window, starting their business because they're never going to get it off the ground because they're just inundated with a bunch of crap that doesn't mean anything. And so that's why with the Beacon Funnels platform, kept it very simple. Every day I talk to these guys. I drive it home to them. We have to continue to keep this simple. Let's not make it complicated. I've had input on this platform from day one, and I don't want anything complicated, and it works very well. So this training is going to be simple, and it's basically going to be carrying on a conversation with the client that you're going before. And I think the most important thing we can do is not only show people that we care about them, love them, and care about their business and want to help them, and that we care about their business more than anybody else. But we want to make sure that they understand that we are there to help their business grow. And the only way you can do that is to grow a bond and really a professional friendship. So let's get started. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. If you haven't yet, turn up your speakers and turn and clear all of your distractions. Kerry Miller TV nor Beacon Funnels nor I cannot guarantee just because you are watching this webinar, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different, has different work ethics and different desires. I was asked just today, let me turn this up. Hang on just 1 second. I'm sorry. I got it right by the microphone, and it's just going to continue to blast. Somebody asked me the other day who Kerry Miller TV is. Kerry Miller TV is the entity I own that does all my broadcasts, does all my trainings, and any video you see is produced by Kerry Miller TV. So just to get that out of the way in case you wondered or wondered who that was. What is a beacon funnel? And I mean, you've joined Beacon Funnels. You've become a part of the Beacon Funnels family. You're out selling Beacon Funnels, and you're out looking at growing your business with a Beacon Funnel. Beacon Funnels is not a company. Beacon Funnels is a system that allows someone to increase their business utilizing some tools in the toolbox that will gain branding. Golly, man, I lost my train of thought there. That will get their brand out into the public. It will drive people into their stores. It will allow them to purchase at a discount. It will allow them to get on their marketing platform, and then it will allow the business owner to market back to that client, bringing them back. And a beacon funnel consists simply of 5 things. A Facebook page. Why a Facebook page? A Facebook page is how we get ourselves out to the market. I'm going to show you some amazing numbers in a minute. I'm actually going to walk through a presentation using my phone to show you exactly how you do a presentation. Now, I have people ask me all the time, says, Carrie, I won't, do you have a PowerPoint presentation you use? Absolutely not. I train with PowerPoints, but I don't take one into a business. Do you take a notebook in with you? Absolutely not. But I am going to slide from that just a little bit. Don't take a big notebook full of stuff in with you. Make sure you have a piece of paper in your pocket that you can pull out. You don't want to walk in looking salesy. Okay. There's nothing any worse than me. When I owned my roofing company, I had probably 20 salesmen a day walk in my office, and my secretary was trained to know who a salesman was and trained to turn them around and walk them right back out the door. And I know that sounds kind of crude, but if they called me and set an appointment and or stopped by briefly, and as they was walking out the door, they said, when is a time that Mr. Miller would be available? I would immediately walk out that door and set an appointment with them. But just for them to come in and you knew who they were, it drove me crazy. Now, if they came in and they were there just to get to know me and get to know my business and talk to me, then they always had an audience with me, always. And I loved those kind of salespeople. And usually I took their presentation right there on the spot because we were sitting there talking, usually having a cup of coffee or a cold drink or a glass of tea or whatever it was. And we took care of business. And you know what I found as I grew through that process, if they truly had something I needed, I always bought from that person. I don't care if 10 people was in the lobby with the same thing. That's the person I bought from because I trusted him, because I liked him, because he actually got to know me. And I've always lived by that same principle when I sell. But a beacon funnel consists of these 5 things. And you don't want to overdo this. You don't want to walk in and look salesy. You don't want to bring in a laptop so you can show a Facebook page. You're simply going to walk in with a beacon and a phone. That's it. And a piece of paper in your pocket and or your pocketbook. All right. So you're going to have a Facebook page, a beacon, the cards, which are inside of the beacon platform, and your mobile business card, which we are adding this week, and the SMS, which we are adding this week. Now, those of you that are with App Wizard Studio, you already have this, so you don't have to, there's nothing else to add to. You've already got the tools to do this. Those that aren't, we are adding this for you. And but we're going to talk about each one of these in just a moment. A mobile business card is simple, about 6 buttons that shares their information that we're going to use to drive traffic into their marketing platform. Simply, here's the Facebook page. And of course, this is our system here. This is a beacon. This is what our beacons look like. They're about a 2.5 by 2.5 square. They're a little more, they're real sturdy. If you've got one of these, and I'm going to do a video on it just to show the difference. But when you pop the back off, and this is why I like this beacon, and I like the way it's constructed. It's around the circuit board itself. It has a double wall, which protects the circuit board from jars or anything like that, and it gives it more stability. And it's also a 4A beacon, which gives it longer life. And they simply, the back end just pops on, screws in with 2 little screws, and you can take just a little double stick, and just stick it right on the wall. And it's very solid, and it works very, very well. I really love these beacons. They're made by Sensoro, and they're very high quality beacons, and I really like them. But the most important thing is I like the construction. So you want to make sure you carry one of these little beacons in with you. Just slip it in your pocket or slip it in your pocketbook. I mean, they're very lightweight. There's nothing to them. The batteries is what actually weighs something. And then this is what a card looks like. These cards are created by the system. This is a mobile business card. And for those of you that know me, I've been in the mobile business card business since 2012. I have been extremely successful with the mobile business card. And for me, that's the most important thing in my life, because it literally took my business from there to where it's at today. And adding the beacons is only quadrupling my business. And of course, SMS. And why SMS? SMS is the tool that drives those clients back into that store. Footfall is the most important thing you can do for a business. Footfall being bringing people into that business, those feet actually stepping across that threshold into that store so that they can purchase from your clients. You really have one job when you're out talking to your clients, and that is helping them increase footfall. Because if you increase footfall, the sales will automatically come. So we're going to use these tools, and these 5 tools only. We really don't need to use anything else. Okay? With these 5 tools, we complete what I call the complete circle of success in marketing, from talking to the clients, bringing them into the store, giving them special offers through a special means, using cards and business cards to drive traffic into the marketing platform where they sign up for the SMS. Let's talk about pricing before we do anything. I usually talk about pricing at the end, but I've been inundated with pricing questions this week. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. This is the pricing structure. Can everybody see my screen? I feel like my screen is not showing correctly. Am I wrong in that? Everybody see my screen okay? You should see pricing based on one beacon sale. Okay, thank you. So this is based on one beacon sale, going out and selling just one beacon, okay? I mean, some of you have bought multiple beacons. Some of you have bought 18 beacons, 36 beacons. I mean, some of you have bought 1 or 2 beacons. Some of you bought 3 beacons. Let me go ahead and say, and I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow night. If you bought 100 beacons, you don't have to sell those 100 beacons to one store. You can take that 100 beacons and break it down, and we will literally set up your platform at no cost to you, okay? We will set up the platform. We will transfer the beacon that you're wanting to send to that client, and we will put them into a separate platform so that all the statistics and analytics will be right there that for you to show your client. And we can set it up for them to go in and look at the information, and or we can set it up to just where you go in and look at the information, and you can set things up for them. But there's a couple of different ways we can do that, and we're more than happy to do that. And we want to make sure that if you buy 100 beacons, you can literally go out and make 100 sales, okay? And we're going to show you that in just a minute. But based on one beacon sale, now these are my prices. This is about where I'm at. I've charged $99 for a Facebook page for 4 years, I guess now. I haven't changed that. It takes about 15 minutes to set up a Facebook page, and my average hourly wage is $250 an hour. So I figure $400 an hour is pretty good money. So, but I charge $99 for a Facebook page. Okay. On the beacons, it's a $99 setup and $45 a month on one beacon. All right. The cards and forms, I always let them know this is included, and we do not charge for any additional cards or forms, that it's unlimited. They can use as many as they want. They can set up as many as they want, and that we can also add beacons anytime that they need to. Now, my average beacon sale isn't 1, it's 6. Okay. I think it's 6.27 is where it's at right now. But not that anybody counts the decimals except me. But so the average beacon sales is about 6. But I wanted to show you this, that this is based on just one beacon. The mobile business card, I give the mobile business card away free. I use it as what's called a freemium. Okay. It's a premium quality product that I'm going to give to you. Why? Because I want to make the recurring on the SMS. So I'm going to give the freemium of the cards and the forms and the mobile business card. Those are going to be, and I usually tell people, you know, and I will tell you right now, I sell the business card, the mobile business card, for $349 all day long. All day long. So you can go ahead and put a price on that mobile business card of $349. We're going to give you a mobile business card. Okay. That's part of the package. We're not going to charge you for that. And they will see that when you come up with the pricing. And our cards and forms, what we normally do is we charge for those cards and forms, but we want to close the deal with you today, and we want to bring you in as a customer. Those cards and forms are going to be included with your package. And the SMS, $60 setup fee and $60 a month. Okay. SMS will cost you $30 a month. So you're making $30 on that. The monthly right here you'll be making is $15 a month. So you're making $30 a month. And the Facebook page is your money. Total setup, $258. Your monthly charges will be $105. So your total cost setup is $100. So you net just on the setup $158. So when you sit down with this client, you put in your pockets, you walk out of there, net dollars in your pocket, getting a $258 setup, $158. Okay. The monthly cost is $45. The net monthly is $60. Okay. Because the monthly is $105. So you wind up making money on the texting, and you wind up making money on the beacon every single month. The beacon, you're paying $15 a month. You're charging them $45. You're walking out with $30, and you're making $30 on the texting. So you can charge way more than that. I can tell you, I've talked to customers that I've sold to just in the last 2 weeks, that people have come in and sold them systems that didn't work. And that's why they're changing over. They were very disappointed. And customer service always sells. Let me tell you that customer service will always close your deal. But they were very disappointed in what they were sold. They had no way of knowing if the program even worked. And when I showed them the dashboard and the analytics, and talked and put the mobile business card in with it, and the markdown cards and all that stuff, it closed the deal because they saw a huge value. But this is one thing that I know. It's not going to take long for people to know, and they're already starting to learn, that beacons aren't that expensive. Okay, there's not a lot of money in the beacon itself. All right. The money is in the technology, the tracking technology, and the service. And you think about this, you go out and get you 100 customers, that's $6,000 a month. Now, I already told you my average is 6.2 beacons per customer. So multiply this number times 6. Okay. And that's what you usually walk out with a customer. All right. When I first started, it was 2 and 3. And then as we started building the business and started understanding exactly what these campaigns actually were to look at. And we talked to professionals in the industry and engineers in the industry, how to set these up correctly. We rapidly drove that up. And that's what I want you to understand. When you start out immediately is, this is a huge opportunity to make really, really good money. I'm talking, mid 6 figures, up to 7 figures as you grow your business. And it's also for the person that only wants to make $400 or $500 a month. Facebook ad pricings are not calculated into this pricing model. You heard me talk about Facebook ads in the beginning. You should expect to run Facebook ads 5 to 7 days prior to the campaign launch. This is how I do my Facebook pricing on ads. Okay. I set up the ads. I charge for those ads. And if I do $5 a day, it's $10 to the client. If I do $10 a day, it depends on how many people we want to drive and how many people's in an area. Usually at $5 a day, you can drive, several thousand people to see that ad. Okay. And over that 5 to 7 day period, quite a few people will see that ad. So, and then they start getting used to it. Then they start going to his page, and it just all starts working together. It doesn't all work together the first round. It usually takes 2 or 3 rounds, but then your client starts seeing the steady increase in business. I'll liken this to people say, you got a 30-day guarantee. I'm going to tell you now, if somebody gets into something just for 30 days to see if it works, and on the 29th day they quit, they're not worth the salt of even me wasting their time with them. And I'm going to tell you why. You can't grow a business in 30 days. I deal with I deal with entrepreneurs and business people who want to build a business, not somebody that's going to quit on day 29 and not even got off their butts to go out and make a sale. You know, those aren't entrepreneurs. Those are tire kickers, and tire kickers cost you a lot of money. So the people I deal with are professionals. They're entrepreneurs who either want to build a business or want to increase the return on investment on their marketing dollars. These prices are only recommended. These are the prices I recommend. And I want to tell you, you can sit down, you know what your overhead is, you know what your costs are, you know how much money you want to make. You may be able to go out and get 10 clients and make $500 a month from all 10 of them. That's $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. And you're able to manage those clients. If you can do that, that's awesome. That's my hat's off to you. I love you. And that's what I would tell you to do. Who is your customer? This is over the last, gosh, man, I've been training almost 6 years now. Over the last 6 years of training, this is the number one question I always get. Carrie, who is my customer? Who should I be looking at? Any store that sells a product. I don't care who they are. If you walk by there and they've got brick and mortar, or if they're at a golly, you know, where you go out to these places and they got the booth set up. What is that called? Will Sims goes to them a lot. I can't think of the name of them, but there's some kind of fair, so, not a fair, but they usually hold them at old movie theaters and those kind of things. Can you guys tell I've been up since 3:30 this morning? But anyway, flea markets. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. The flea market. I should have known my dog was sitting there scratching herself. Not really. Flea markets. But, you know, these are great for flea markets. And a great way, especially, I've been to some really nice flea markets. There's one here in Canton, Texas. And, man, they got quality stuff down there. And they have people sign up and they send out flyers and all kind of stuff. You know, they can set a beacon on their table and let their customers know that they're going to be running beacon specials. And then that starts getting throughout the flea market. These businesses are using beacons and people are walking through. Great place to do that. But any place that sells a product, anybody that sells a product. My favorite customers or favorite niches are this: automotive, tire, oil, and mechanic. Over 2,000 business cards and about 90% of them are to the automotive market. Beauty salons and barbershops. I've built a lot of beauty salons and barbershop apps. Okay. And beauty salons and barbershops, the competition is tough. There's 6 or 7 in my small town of 8,000 people. Okay. So you want to make sure that when you go in there, I can't remember who I was talking to the other day. I think it was Patricia. She was going to look at that niche, but it's a great place to go. Most beauticians have pay rent for that space. So each individual beautician is a customer. Each individual beautician is a client for a beacon. Same thing with a barbershop. And you can see number 3, I said real estate, real estate, real estate. I am rapidly becoming a booming real estate man. It's really exciting. Real estate is really starting to take off for me in the beacon market. I want you to think about this for a moment. In a home, right now, the average that I'm selling for real estate is 4 to 6 beacons. But each realtor usually showcases 1 to 2 homes, always 1 to 2 homes. So they're getting beacons for both homes. So that's anywhere from 6 to 8 beacons that one realtor is bringing on board. Okay. And now you've got 10 realtors in an office. So that 8 beacons turns into 80 beacons really, really quick. So you can see why I'm very excited about the real estate market. And I'm doing some testing along with another person here over the next month. And I will let you know how that goes. But I truly believe the real estate market is easily put you 5,000 beacons on the street. And you think about it, every beacon, brings you in that recurring monthly income. How do you approach them? As someone who is there to help their business grow. When I walk into a business, I walk in very casual. I'm not in a suit and tie. I'm in a nice shirt, usually a nice polo shirt. I wear pressed blue jeans, and I usually have on tennis shoes. I usually let me go ahead and answer that question. Patricia says, do you charge a setup for each beacon? Yes, it is, but I give them a discount. I discount that back when they buy multiple beacons. And you know, it's not too much different for each client, but it really depends on what their situation is and where their store's at and that kind of thing. But I do a discount. I do a discount for the multiple beacons. Now, I don't do a discount on the monthly charge. The monthly charge is the same. That is what it is. The lowest I would go on a monthly charge on a beacon is $30. I mean, if a realtor's got 3 beacons, he's only paying $90 a month to have all of that service, okay? And another $60 a month. So that's $150 a month for a complete marketing funnel system. And they're not going to get that anywhere, nowhere. You know, that's unheard of in this industry. And I was telling someone the other day that I've had a couple of calls and they're telling me, hey, Carrie, your prices are disrupting what we're doing. Would you please go up? And I said, no, I won't. You know, I'm not going to go up. It's not that's not who I am. But as someone who is there to help their business grow, become their professional friend. Okay. Become that person who is there to share and help them. How do you approach them? Before throwing up the sale? Okay. I never walk in and throw up the sale. And if you don't know what throwing up the sale means, that means just walking in and start regurgitating all the sales lingo that you've ever heard in your life. Okay. Don't do that. Don't throw up the sale. Get to know your client. Ask them about themselves. Ask them about their business. Let them get to know you, who you are, what you're in town for, what you're growing your business for, that you are there to help the small to medium business to compete with the big box stores. And that's exactly why I started this company, to help the small to medium businesses who grew this country from the ground up, who we stand up and salute every day, because if it wasn't for them, people would not have jobs. And I am there to help them to stay in business. And I mean that from my heart. And you want to get to know their business's history, you know, or did they come from a struggling business and maybe the son took over, the father wasn't doing so well and the son took over. Know if it's a family business. Know everything you can. And I'm going to tell you, and this is so true, if they don't feel like you truly care about their success, the long-term growth with that customer will be minimal. They will not want you around because they truly don't feel like you really care about them. If you tell them you care, let them know that you care. Let them believe that you care. And I think, and this is just my personal opinion, and the reason I set my pricing the way I do, so it's affordable for every single company. And some people say, oh my gosh, they can afford so much more than that. Well, you know what? I understand markup. I understand margins. I understand return on investment. And I know that most of those businesses aren't making as much money as people think they are. So I'm there to help them with their marketing needs at a price that I know for a fact that they can afford. If they turn it away, they just don't want to help their business. There's nothing you can do about that. My famous opening line, and everybody that 70% of the people on this call right now knows what my famous opening line is. And I've used this all my entire life. Ever since I've been commercial sales, I'll walk in and say, how's business? How's business? You know, they don't know me from Adam. They don't know who I am. I'm just walking around the store. I'm looking, I'm scoping everything out. And I ask that famous question, how's business? And I tell you why I do that. If you want to get somebody talking, ask them how they're doing or how something is. How's your kids? You know, people will sit and talk about their kids for 3 hours if you ask how's your kids. Okay. Business owners are the same way. They're very passionate about their business. So you never want to degrade anything they say. you want to prop up and help them get to the next level. So how's business? How's business? No matter what the answer is, you say this next. What do you attribute that to? For example, hey, Kenny, how's business? You know, in the last 6 months, man, it's been really bad. What do you attribute that to? And they're going to tell you, you know, well, the economy and this, and I'm just not reaching out to the market that I need to. They're going to give you all the answers that you need to close them on the spot. On the spot. They're going to give you that information. Or it could go like this. Hey, Kenny, how's business? Man, it's never been better. Man, that's awesome. What do you attribute that to? Well, you know, I really don't know. You know, they opened a new restaurant across the street and my footfall has increased. And you know, he said, so, but I'm just hoping it don't fall off. And, you know, right now things are great, you know, and that's awesome. You know, there again, hey, what do you attribute that to? You are asking them a question and they're going to give you all the answers that you need to know to help close that deal. Then simply ask this, okay? Simply ask this. Kenny, let me ask you a question. Have you ever used proximity marketing or text marketing to drive new traffic and repeat traffic back into your place of business at the click of a button? And keep your mouth shut. Stop right there. Don't say another word. The first person that speaks will lose. Kenny, have you ever used proximity marketing? They may not even know what proximity marketing is. They may not have ever heard of that, you know? So you just threw something new up at them. Proximity marketing, man, that sounds pretty cool. Or text marketing. Now, most places have heard of text marketing, but they never knew they could afford it. I mean, they knew that when they go to Sonic, they're on the text list because I go to Sonic every week, but they're on the text list, okay? And they get a text from Sonic and Target and Walmart and everybody else and their brother. They say, man, I can't afford that. And so in their mind, they're thinking, wow, text marketing to drive traffic, new traffic, and bring traffic back in at the click of a button. And they're thinking about this while you're sitting there talking, okay? They're thinking about this. And they're going to say, no, I haven't, or yes, I have. There's not a bad answer for that. No, I've not really ever thought about that. Man, yeah, you know, I've been looking at that stuff. I've been reading about it, but I don't know how to do it. And once they answer, I don't care if it's no or yes. Doesn't matter, okay? But what you did is you put in their mind exactly, let me flip back there. You put in their mind exactly what you are there for. Business, you went from, hey, we got to know each other. I really like you and you really like me. That you've got a great thing going here. Business is good. We want to keep it that way. Business is bad. We need to increase it. To, hey, this is what I am. This is who I am for you. I am your proximity marketing and text marketing specialist, okay? I set up a funnel system for your business that will change your business forever. That's who I am. And when they answer, simply say this, Kenny, I'd like to take about 20 minutes of your time to explain how our marketing funnel, okay, now you just said it again. You told them, uh-oh, we got a system. And now he's thinking, marketing funnel? That's intriguing. You've thrown a new term up at him, okay? Most people, when they think of a funnel, they think of internet marketing or they don't have a clue what it is. But you just told, hey, I want to explain to you how our marketing funnel can help you grow your business, increasing footfall. Now, you just told him what? Hey, I know your business is good, Kenny, but I'm going to help increase that. I want to bring more business into your place so that you can continue to grow, so that when the newness wears off the restaurant across the street, your footfall is not going to slow down. Because with our funnel system, we're going to continue to bring them back in. You're going to be reaching out to them using some new technology through proximity beacon marketing. And we're going to show you some things and teach you some things to keep your traffic high. Okay? And most importantly, this you've got to almost memorize this word by word. You need to stand in front of a mirror and this needs to roll out. Okay. And most importantly, drive your revenues and profits up while driving your marketing cost down. If you only knew how many marketing people talk to this guy, and there's no telling how many thousands of dollars he has spent on BS programs that never worked, that cost him money out of his pocket, and he is scared to death to try anything new. Okay? Kenny, I'd like to take about 20 minutes of your time to explain how our marketing funnel can help you grow your business, increasing footfall, and most importantly, drive revenues and profits up while driving your marketing costs down. You know what's sticking in his head right now? Anybody having any idea after saying that what's sticking in his head at this very moment? Anybody at all? How much is this going to cost me? How much is this going to cost me? That's the first thing coming out of his mouth. So you need to reiterate, because he's looking at you like you got 16 eyes, right? Because you just whipped off that you've got a new marketing system for business, for small to medium business that can help grow their business and bringing people in the door. I talked to a bedding company in Pennsylvania today, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's been in business for about 2 years. He's trying everything he can to bring people into his door. His market is anywhere from about 18 to 30, medium to low income people. It's a mattress wholesale place. And he's been doing things, and I talked to him about the funnel, and we set up a funnel for him over the phone. And he was excited that he had 12 people a month come in. He said, yeah. He said, my business has been about 12 people a month. I said, let's get that to 12 a day. He was overwhelmed that he could reach out to people via Facebook marketing, bring them in using beacons for specials, and that people would share that with other people through viral texting and through Facebook share, and increase his business like that. He said, man, I didn't think anything like this existed. He was just ecstatic. And so he became a new customer for my company today. You know, I set up a funnel with him over the phone. And so, but this is exactly what I told him. I said, Eddie, I need about 20 minutes of your time because I want to explain to you our marketing funnel, how it can help your business increase footfall traffic, can bring more people into your business, but most importantly, drive your revenues and profits up. And he said, that's what I need. He said, that's what I need. He's been spending about $1,000 a month trying to get people into his business, and he's getting 12 people a month. Don't you think somebody kind of took him to the ringer? I would say so. I would say so. Is now a good time to go over the program, or is tomorrow better for you? Always use what's called an alternative close. Some of you have been in sales for a long time. Some of you may never been in sales for a long time, but that's called an alternative close. You're giving them an option. The majority of time, you've already been standing there getting to know each other and share with each other, and you already know he's not busy. You're going to sit down there right there on the spot and go over the program. Is now a good time to go over the program, or is tomorrow better for you? Hey, Kitty, I tell you what, Carrie, let's sit down right now. He said, I've got to see what this funnel thing's about. I got to see what your pricing is going to be, because you just told me you're going to drive my marketing costs down and increase my traffic. I want to see it right now. You already told me it's going to take you about 20 minutes, right? So you're going to go over the process, and you're going to talk about the Facebook page, and you're going to show him what a beacon is, and you're going to show him what a card is, and you're going to show him what a mobile business card is, and you're going to show him how SMS works. And you're probably sitting there thinking, dang, Carrie, that's going to take more than 20 minutes. No, it's not. What are you going to use to do this with? What are you going to use to show him the entire process, exactly how it works, and show him just how simple it is to reach out to people, to drive people into his store. Anybody have any idea what you're going to use? Anybody? A demo. Absolutely. You're going to pull out your phone and you're going to show it to him. And you're going to go over the process. And remember I told you to put the piece of paper in your pocket? Now's when we're going to pull the piece of paper out of your pocket. And you're going to say, you know what, Kenny, I just want to show you real quick what a beacon funnel consists of. What we're going to use to bring that footfall into your store. We're going to set up a Facebook page and in big letters, and bring a pencil that's got some lead on it, or a pen that's that's not fine point. It's got a little bit of ink in it. And you're going to just put in big letters, Facebook and beacons and cards and mobile business card and SMS. And I'm sitting here writing on my desk with my finger like a dummy, and SMS. Okay. And you're going to put it in big letters right on that page. And you don't need to put anything else because you want to put it big enough for him to see it. That's the only thing we're going to do to bring traffic into your place. All right. And then you're going to show him the tools, and this is how you're going to show him the tools. Show and tell, show and sell. And if you've been on this call and know me for very long, you know without question that that's exactly how I do it. And I've been very successful doing it. Let me go down right here. I'm fixing to bring up another screen, if I may. Share screen, plug in, install. I don't know why it says me to do that. Let me do this real quick. Let me share screen, share screen. That little thing should come up, and I should be able to go over here to show screen. I'm going to ask you guys if you can see everybody see my phone now? Can everybody see my phone in the center of the screen? Awesome. And this is simply what I'm going to do. Kenny, I'd just like to show you exactly how this process is going to work. First thing we're going to do, let's go over to Facebook. Now, what I've done, Kenny, is I've set up a little ad over here for you that I'd like to show you exactly what an ad on Facebook is going to look like. And I'd like to show you what we're going to send out to your local market here. Okay, now let's say that Kenny owns a clothing store. This is the clothing store we used in training last week. And you can see up there, I put this post is for demo purposes only so people wouldn't start reacting to it on Facebook. Come in for our Beacon Only specials, Friday, October the 20th, all day. Check your notifications on your phone when you come into the store and receive up to 25% off or whatever their special is. Okay, now make sure you pin this post. See this here? Now, Facebook's only allowed this. The new blue light special. As a matter of fact, I was talking about that today. Facebook has just started allowing pinned posts to be seen on mobile phones. Okay, so that's very, very exciting because now you can pin this post right to the top of the page. Okay, so when people come to the page, that's the first thing they're going to see. So you've got your post set up. Okay, now, Kenny, what we're going to do is we're going to drive people to this particular ad. Now, I'm just going to show you real quick, Kenny, the kind of market that we're going to be able to reach out to. We're going to create an ad. Now, I don't want you to create an ad on your phone. I'm going to show you how to create an ad using Ad Manager because boosting post isn't really, really good. Let me find this ad right here. I just want to show you the market real quick. Okay. So we're going to come in and we're going to set up our market. We're going to set up our audience. We're going to add a new audience. We're going to go 18 to say 35. We're going to choose women because it's a women's store, right? You're not going to set the ad up on here, but these are the numbers I want him to see. So get used to doing this, okay? And we're going to come up here and we're going to say Commerce, Texas. It's just a lot easier to do this on a computer. But this is for demo, right? So we're going to come up and we're going to do that. We're going to say done. And now our budget's going to be $5 a day, and we're going to do it for 7 days. So that's $35. Now here's a test. Here's a test. How much are you going to charge for that ad, for running that ad for the week? Anybody? $70. Very good. Very good. So we're going to run this ad for a week for 7 days. Okay. We're going to reach 919 to 1.2 thousand, 1,200 people. Okay. He needs to see that number. And that's why I'm doing this all on the phone, because you can get these numbers on a phone. He needs to see these numbers. When I go through Facebook training, probably on Friday, I'm going to the state fair on Thursday. So probably on Friday or Saturday, when I do Facebook training, I'm going to show you exactly how to do ads. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it on the phone. And this is how you do it, what I'm showing you now. So your ad spend will be $5 a day, and you have the potential to reach up to 1,200 people with your ad in the category that you need. Okay. Now, when we get into the ad manager, I'll be able to break this down a little bit more. But we got people living in Commerce, Texas. Okay. Matter of fact, hang on just a second. Let me do something. I need to edit this. No, I did. Okay. So he needs to see those numbers. Most businesses never seen the fact that they can reach out using local marketing, okay, to drive people into their business. Now, there's something here you don't want to show him, all right? And there's really no way of doing it. Now, this used to not be here like this, but your cost is good. His cost is going to be $70, okay? $70. And I'll figure out how to word that now that they've changed that. That's just changed in the last few days. Facebook's constantly changing. So anyway, we've got our post up, okay? So we're doing our demo. We have shown him exactly what the ad's going to look like, okay? Now we're going to say, this is our beacon that we're going to place in your business. And the beacon will give off this notification. Get 50% off, whatever, or 25% off. This is a card from last week, okay? And this is what a card looks like. And this beacon will transmit this card for your clients to open up. And you open it up, and lo and behold, it does what? It brings them to the card, all right? This card can be changed anytime, sir. These cards are unlimited. You can use these cards as many times as you want. You can change these cards as many times as you want. You can set up as many ads as you would like to run using these cards. Now, what we do, sir, is we place the information for the ad on here, but we also let them know that they must show notifications to receive the discount. That way you can also, not only through the analytics that we have, and you'll show them some demo analytics, okay? You'll show them some demo analytics and show them exactly how it works. And you say, you're able to track every sale from this campaign. Now, let me show you something that's really cool, sir. We have attached to this your mobile business card. And all they have to do is click for coupon specials, and it takes them right to the sign-up page. And it tells them, thank you for joining our coupon program. Fill out the information below to receive special coupons from this store. And they're going to simply put their name in and their mobile number. I put that in white text for a reason, because every time I put my phone number on a training, I get 1,000 phone calls. So I've gotten smart. That would normally be in black text, agree, and they will simply hit submit. And now what happens, sir, is that went directly into your marketing platform. Now you can market to these clients with a click of a button anytime you want to send out coupon specials. And you have just showed them the entire platform. Now, let me show you something here. And don't forget to do this. This is very important. when you're sitting down with this person and you're putting this information in here, whose information do you want to put in right here when you're signing up for the platform? His. Everybody's hitting it. His, absolutely. You want to put his information. Why? Because this is your business card that you're using for the demo, right? And you want to make sure he's in your marketing platform. You want to make sure that that text message is sent to his phone. Okay, his phone he will hear his phone ding. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to reach for it, and he's going to see that SMS message. And with that alone, you just closed your deal. As soon as he picks up that phone and he sees that the system is a complete system and it completely shows everything that's going on, bam, you've got it. That close right there has made me more money than anything I've ever done. Anything I've ever done. I could give away the moon, but when they pick up their phone and see that the system works, bam, it's done. It's over. And they're amazed. Now you just walked them through the whole process, and I talked a lot, and I went back and forth over the little program there. But I'm telling you, there is nothing like show and tell, show and sell. Nothing like it. Let me switch screens here. Okay, everybody should be able to see. Keep it simple. Everybody see that? Yes? No? Keep it simple? Yes. Okay. Show and tell, show and sell. And simply that's all you've got to do is walk through those steps. Make sure you've got a beacon. Make sure you've got your Bluetooth on so that the beacon shows up and you're sitting there with them and you show them the notification on the phone. You click on it. It goes to the card, which then goes to where? It goes to the marketing platform. And then they sign up through SMS. They're in your marketing platform and they're done. They're done. There's not a better system in the world. And you can do that on their phone, like Kenny says, have them check their notification. Have them walk through it with you from their own phone. There's nothing like it in the world to see them sitting there using the system. It's really, really cool. And it sells itself. Let's go over the pricing with them, exactly like we went over in the beginning. Okay, I went over it in the beginning instead of the end. And they're going to realize real quick. That, yes, you're going to save them marketing dollars. And, yes, you've got a system that will work. You've already showed them that you're going to drop an ad in front of 1,200 people for the week. 1,200 people. I mean, I can guarantee you the newspaper ad that he's running isn't being seen by 1,200 people in that age group. It's not. They're not looking at the newspaper. Okay. I'm going to be live again tomorrow night. Let me pull real quick, if I can, a link. I think I just blacked y'all out. Let me share the screen again. I wanted to pull this link real quick. Okay, let me come up here to the chat. I want to give you guys the link to... This is to tomorrow night's webinar. It's also at 7 o'clock. We're going to be going through the platform and through a couple of other things. So I welcome you to come and join that tomorrow night. Any questions at all? Any questions at all? Anybody have any questions at all? Ask now. Because I will be unavailable for the next few hours. Okay. Well, number one, thank you everybody for coming out. Number two, this will be available on YouTube. Number three, I will also post this in the Facebook group. If you have any questions, please hit me on Facebook Messenger and or send me a text if you have my phone number, and I will be more than happy to help you. God bless, and I will see all of you guys tomorrow night at a new training.